Do you play quiz game with your family at home? I play quiz game with my family. Today we are going to create quiz game in Scratch. So let's start lesson 4.
Welcome to lesson 4. So today we are going to create
A quiz game.
So let's start without wasting time. So we are at the home page of the Scratch. So let us create a new project. It's creating project, creating blocks, loading extension. Now here we go. We have come here. So every quiz has a backdrop, or it is happen in some places. So we need to choose one good backdrop. So I have clicked on the backdrop. Now let us choose one
Theater.
Okay. So what we choose? Let us choose this one. Okay. Isn't it good?
Yes, it is very good.
And we will using this cat as our quiz master. Let us rename it with quiz master. Okay, and let us place it here. Now before starting of the quiz, let us create some animation. We'll display the name quiz and we'll try to animate that. Okay, so for that we need to bring 4 letters Q, U, I, Z. So we'll click on choose a sprite and then we will go to
Letters.
from there we choose Q, again repeating the same, click on letters, choosing U. Don't worry, we'll arrange those later. I.
And at last Z.
Z. Okay, now let us place those. As we promised, we are going to create some animations. So, okay, so we have done something. Let us save it. Let us name it quiz game.
Quiz competition.
No, quiz game is fine. Sorry. Now let us create some animation on the letter Q. So how will it start? We'll start using the this block. When green flag clicked, that means it will be when we start the game. So let us create like that. When this game starts, all the letters should dance a bit and it changes its color. Okay, so how will it dance? So let us turn this around, then wait for some time.
0.5.
Yes, 0.5. Then again turn in the opposite direction. Okay, and again put some weight. Let it. Did you see? So we want this to happen forever, throughout, at the beginning of the program, or not forever. Let us say it will happen for 3 times. So we'll take one block, repeat 3 and put this entire thing inside it. Also we can change the color like that. Use the block, change color effect, and I will put it just below the turn. Okay, so let us try it again, see it how it looks. Did you see? Now we want all the letters to do the same thing, so we need to use the same code in all these three sprites U, I and Z. So here I will tell you one trick in Scratch. You don't have to write so many times. There is a beautiful option that is called a backpack. Are you seeing my mouse here? At the middle of your Scratch editor, if you come below, there is an option called backpack. When you click, a window will appear from the bottom. See? It's a kind of thing where you can keep your code and you can take that code to other sprite or to any other projects. How to do that? Just drop your code here. Okay. Now we need to do it for U. So go to U and again bring that block from backpack to your code area. See? It's here. Again do the same thing for the I. Same for Z. Isn't it cool feature? You don't have to use the same code again and again. When you are done, just click on this text backpack. It will minimize. So let's test it. What we did. Now we want our quiz to begin when this animation is over. So these letters need to send one message to this quiz master that animation is done.
We will add a sound.
Yeah, we can add one sound. Okay, good idea, Anandi. Let's add one sound. Let's go to sound and we'll click on the choose a sound.
And here we will write, or you can choose
Something like cheer. We'll use this. We'll soften this. So yeah. Just in the code, bring it. Start sound cheer. Okay. Okay. Now what I was telling, we need to broadcast one message when this animation is done. So here we need to add something so that quiz master starts his quiz. So we will be adding one broadcast message from the events. Broadcast some message. A message maybe it's like start quiz or only simple start. So when this animation is done, this queue will broadcast this message and quiz master need to catch this message and continue. So we'll go to the quiz master sprite, that is a cat, and we'll bring this block when I receive start. So the quiz master's activity will start when he receives this one. Okay. So let's start test it. Let us do something like go to random when he receives it. So let us test it. Okay. So I'm running with the green flag. When he receives this message, he went to some random position. Okay. But we don't want this. We want him to start the quiz. Don't forget to save your project while you are working. After a time bit, just do save the project for your safety. Otherwise, you may lose your work. Now we are going to introduce one new thing, that is, quiz master will ask you something and you need to answer. You need to type in your answer using the keyboard, and quiz master need to listen to your answers. For that, we will introduce one block that is called
Ask what's your name and weight.
yes, this one. Let me zoom it so that you can see. You're seeing ask what's your name. You will enter your name and then he will say hello and with your name, and your answer will be kept in this variable answers. Okay, so when you enter your name, quiz master will say
Hello, let's start quiz.
okay. So we put hello. Let's start quiz, and then it will say your name. In place of hello, you will put this answer block. Let's test it. So we are not using the animation all the time for testing. Okay, so we'll be using this by clicking here. Now he's asking, now say I'm entering Anandi, and I'm clicking this button.
Or you can press enter.
Yes. Now he's saying hello, let's start quiz Anandi. So you got this point? Whenever you are using this block, ask block, and you are taking any input from the users, what user is going to give, that will be stored in this answers, and you will get everything in this sensing block. Now we will use this ask block to create the questions. Suppose after this, quiz masters started the quiz, and first he asked a question. So let's place a question here. Suppose who invented telephone? Anandi, do you know the answer?
Yes, Graham Bell.
Okay, now we will need one block to verify whether user is answering it correct or not. So for verification, we will put this block from the control, that is then if then else. Now in if block we will put a correct answer. So we will be comparing answer with the correct answer. So we will put a condition. For putting condition, we need to one equal operator. So from operators we will bring this equal, and I will put in the left side answers, and in equal to sign I will put Graham Bell. That is the correct answer. Now what would happen when the user answers correct? Let's say one music is played and this quiz master says you're correct, and also your score will be increased. So we're going to introduce one score variable. Let us first add one sound. So we have to choose the sound. Again we are going. So I will go to.
It is right. A sound will.
Voice.
I think it is. Or we can search.
Let's. You can give any sound. We are choosing sound. And for wrong answer, we are going to choose another sound.
That is bong.
So we have seen these are the two good sounds. You can use this connect and bong, or you can use your phone. Now we'll put one sound here. So that is play sound connect. And what the cat will do? He will say something. You are right. You are right. And when you in the else block, that means answer is not equal to Graham Bell. So in else block, we'll play this sound bonk, and he will say you are wrong. So let's copy this, paste it, and put it like that. You are wrong. So we'll test it. Okay. For that, minimizing the code, saving the game. Let's see in a big screen. So let's start from the beginning for one. And can you please enter? Yeah, he's and then presenter. Hello, let's start quiz Anandi. Now the first question will come. Who invented telephone? Please give one wrong answer. Anything you write. Anything. Then present. See, bong music, you are wrong. Okay. And the program stopped. Because we have not repeated our program. So now you have seen how we can create one questions in a quiz, and we can validate whether our question is right or wrong. Now, will a quiz have only one question? So what we will do? We are going to use say 100 if else loop? No. We are going to create one list of questions, and we will make this program such a way that you can add any number of questions as you wish, and the program will repeat itself until the list is complete. But before going to the list, let's add one variable that is used for score. So we'll go to variable, make a variable, name it score. We'll initialize it or set it as 0. Okay. And we'll increase it when we have a right answer. Okay. Change score by 1. And at the end of the quiz, we are going to display the result. End means when all question ends. So we'll put one say block by cat saying that quiz quiz ends here, and then he is going to say your score is like that. So here we can say only one thing. So but we need to display your score and the score. So for that we have a block that is called join. That is operator. See, join block. We'll put it here. We'll write your score is. Now we'll put this variable here. From the variable, we'll put this control variable, score variable here. So we'll say like that, your score is this. What is the value of score? Okay, so our basic structure is done. Let us add this new structure that is called list. How to do that?
There is an option
make a list. You are seeing under the variable there is an option called make a list. So we'll click here
and make
questions, give it name as questions. Okay, You're seeing one list is added here. We don't need it here, so we'll later clean it up. For now, remain it is as there. Now, how we can add questions to this list? For that, you see lot of new blocks are added. So there is a block called
Add thing to question.
okay. We'll bring
Not
it
add thing. We will add question.
questions. Like these questions we are going to add. Who invented telephone? And we'll click on it, and you can see it's being added here. You can see it. Who invented telephone? Don't look at the screen now, but it looks very messy, but it's for only programming purpose we are showing you. When you click on here, if you click another time, it will be added second time. Do not worry, we clean up that mess using our coding. So you created one questions list. Now you need another list, and that is answers. And you need to tally the questions and the answers. Okay. So same way we'll do add thing to answer. And what will be the answer? Surely that is Graham Bell. Only remember you have to add questions and answer in a same sequence. First questions answer should be in the first position of the answers list. Let us add it. You can see it's being added here. This is the list 2. This is the answer list. It's Graham Bell. Don't worry about thing. I will clean it up. Okay, Anandi?
Okay.
So let us, for the sake of time, just let us create 2 questions. So can you tell another questions for a quiz?
Which house is made of snow?
Yes. What we called house
Made of snow.
made of snow?
Indian question.
And the answer is igloo.
IGLOO.
Okay. So what we'll do in the beginning of the program, we'll add these questions and we'll delete all the mess of things from the list. So how to do that? So start means when the green flag is clicked, we will use these blocks to delete the questions. That is, delete all of answers and again delete all of question. Now let's add this block. You are seeing all the mess is removed and only we have 2 questions and 2 answers. So you can add as many as number of questions you want. You only need to put what you need to put. You need to put these questions using this block, add thing to questions, and similar way add answer to answer. Add your answer to answer. Okay. So for now we are not concentrating on this block. We need to do something in the Quizmaster's block. How Quizmaster is going to use these questions. Okay, so we are just almost end of our project. So what we'll do, we have 2 questions. Okay, so we need to first remove this list from this screen. It looks very bad. So just turn off this list here. Also we don't need score to display here, so turn off it here. Now this block, this if block is responsible for the questions. Okay, so what I told, we need to repeat until we have questions. So we need to repeat, use one repeat block. How long we need to repeat? Do I need to repeat it for 10 times? No, I need to repeat it until we have questions or answers. So how to do that? In list, you have a block called length of list. Answers or question both are same, so you can need any one. So this repeat block will repeat itself as long as we have questions in the list. Okay. Okay, this should be here. This should be here. So, are we going to ask who invented telephone? We are going to ask the first question, and that is the item.
Item 1 of
Yes, this is the item one of answers. Or
we can choose pick random, but in pick random it will pick.
okay, so we need to do some way so that it asks the questions from the lists. So we will use one block that is called item of question or answers. But we cannot ask one. So we need to use another variable that will
Question number.
pick up the questions and it will increase after one questions. So we need to create another one variable question number. So we do not want to display it, and we need to set this one as 0 at 1 as 1 as 1 so as 1, not my variable. It will be question number, it will be score. So question number is set to 1, so here it will pick up the question number. As it's pick up the question number, so we need to match this answer with the item from answers, and it will be item of question number. Okay, are you understanding, Anandi?
Yes.
So here we will put question number.
Question.
Is it making sense?
Yes.
We'll be testing it, no problem. So ask item of questions and wait. Now let's say cat is reiterate your answer. So we'll put one block after he asks. And we'll write you said. Use the join here, no issue. Use the join. You said answer. Yes, you are understanding. You said. Let's put dot dot dot. Sorry.
And let us leave it.
Then he'll match, and we need to increase this question number just before ending the repeat block. We need to change the question number by 1 so that it gets increased. So we are done. Now. So how it goes? All these variable will be initialized. It will ask your name. It will say your name. Say hello. Let's start squeeze. Then this whole program will going to repeat how many questions we have. As first it will ask question number 1 because question number variable is set to 1. So it will pick up the first questions, that is the who invented telephone. If your answers match with Graham Bell, it will say you're right, else it will say wrong. When it is saying right, your score will be increased by 1. Okay, and at the end of the game you will get to see your score. What did you score? Okay, let us check. Let us check in the big screen. Let's play it from the beginning. Press enter. Hello, let's start squeeze. Anandi. Now the first question will come. Who invented telephone? Anandi, for testing purpose, say wrong answer for this. Or you can say right answer for the first questions.
Okay, right answer.
Yeah, just type Graham Bell. Bell. Press enter. You said Graham Bell. You're right. What we called house made of snow. Now give a wrong answer. Purposefully for testing. I know you know. So you're wrong. Quiz answer. Your score is 1. Oh. Okay. So that's all for today. Hope what we learned today. We learned one interesting thing that is called backpack, where you can add your code and you can take up that code to any sprite or any new project you're going to use. Okay, we learned how to create a list variables, how to add items to the list, how can delete all the items from the list, how to iterate through list using this, and we can create a loop as per the length of the list. So for the sake of time, we have only showed 2 questions. Suppose you have 10 questions, so you can add a question here using this block, and you can add an answer using the same block. Just make it to answer. Okay, and just place it in this green flag clicked. So that's all for today. Hope you have enjoyed. So do subscribe, like and share our channel. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.